Hello there. My name is Irene Ojas Otobo, but the kids call me Coach Irene. I have been privileged to be the official coach of Ibinabo Abam for the last 7 years. She's going to be 10, Sunday to be precise. And today, she's going to be sharing with us, I will also be sharing with you, her journey for the last 7 years. She has been a child motivational speaker, and recently she launched her very first talk show called Frank Talk with Ibinabo Abam on YouTube. And so we're going to go straight to Ibinabo Abam. We all call her IB. Hello, IB.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. Okay, how are you today?
I'm feeling very fine, thank you.
Okay, so on Sunday is your 10th birthday.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel so happy, and most of all, I feel mature.
Oh, she feels mature. Okay, that's good. Because, of course, I think there's a level of maturity that comes with being 10.
Yeah.
And when did you start on the stage?
Okay, I started when I was 3 years old.
And what was your very first presentation?
The 66 books of the Bible.
From Genesis to Revelation. And she did that presentation at where?
At my church Guiding Light Assembly.
Good.
Jill.
Now, one of the things that you need to learn about this is, why we are talking about this, is some parents actually think that their children are too young. In my years of coaching children, one of the things I've come to see and come to experience is that children are never too young to do anything. You just have to believe in them. So Ibinabo Abam was 3 when she did her very first recording, and that was the 66 books of the Bible. At the time, now I'm sure we have told you the story so many times, your mom has shared it with you, how it was so difficult and it looked like it was too long. In fact, some people said she was too young to do that. How is a child going to memorize that long, write-up? But you did it in 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, and then you presented it. And I think we're going to be flashing that.
Good morning, church. My name is Ibinabo Abam. I'm here to recite the books of the Bible. Genesis, James, First
If you look at it, she was really very little
Second
and small. She could barely talk.
John to Revelation.
Now, after that, you also had the next one, which was the names of God in different
languages.
And that went viral. How was that? I know that was difficult because you had to learn the languages, right?
Yes, and it was so difficult because there were some words I couldn't pronounce.
Yes, especially the language was like the Yoruba.
Allah Babara, the outstretched arm of God. The robust call his Opokropori Judah, the lion of the tribe of Judah. My people in Africa call him Tamuno. Holy, holy, holy God. Reliable God, dependable God, ancient of Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
When it got to the names of God in different languages, I, as her coach, I had this long sheet of names of God in different languages. I was basically told to my face that I was overburdening her brain. Her mom was discouraged and told to stop the rehearsal, that is not good for a child of that age to learn such a long thing. But her mom, thank God for her resilience, said no, that she believes that the child, in fact, she asked me, do you think she can do it? And I said she can. And her mom believed it also and said she's going to go ahead. And she has been instrumental in helping IB practice since then. So that was the names of God in different languages. How was it to you?
I felt very proud of myself. And very happy because
you're seeing yourself on
the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to talk a little bit about that particular recording. it was difficult because of the language she had to learn. And one of the things that we have learned to do with Ibinabo Abam is she doesn't just learn it, she learns the meaning. For example, if you have to learn Oba or Woba, we have to explain to you what it means. Yes. So every word was not a memorization. It was learning the language. You had to learn a minitije, a mini, a lower gbogboro.
The outstretched arm of God.
Yes, the outstretched arm of God. It was really interesting. And further down the line, I think she was 4 when she did that, right?
Yeah.
Then we had the next video. I think it was the letter to parents.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
5.
She was 5. She was 5 when she did letter to parents. I want you to share with everyone how you managed to learn your lines. How have you managed to learn such long lines? Tell us.
Actually, it's not easy, but like my lines, I have to write it on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And then in paragraphs. And then I'll like memorize 2 paragraphs and stick it into my head. Then go to the next 2 paragraphs. Then I'll say the paragraphs earlier and all of them together. Yes. And if I don't, I go back again and again. Read it and again and again.
Have you ever been frustrated with your lines?
Yes, I've been very, very frustrated because, like, if I go again and again and again,
and you still don't get it,
and I still don't get it, I get very, very frustrated.
And sometimes you cry.
Yes,
I know that. Now, many people do not know how hard we have to stretch her, how hard she has to work. Sometimes your friends, your brothers, your cousins, they're all outside playing, and you are on strict sit down and learn your lines.
Yes, it feels like very, very frustrating. It makes me feel like I'm captured inside. While every other child goes outside to play, I'm the only one inside learning some stuff to tell the parents.
She said some stuff, yes, so that's how hard it is. She's still a child, you know. No matter how well we see her mature on the stage, she's really a child and she needs to play. And we let you play sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Especially when, yes, she gets a break. When she has done it for too long, we know that, okay, this is her limit. She can't assimilate anymore. We let you go out and pray and play, right? Okay, so from just memorizing it, what's the other method?
Like, I use my mom's phone to record my voice, reading the paper, saying it. Then I play the recording and I listen to it over.
Now, there's another part of her learning process, which is that she doesn't cram. I think some of the people who have presented Mama, they have actually crammed it because they actually made the mistakes that Ibinabo Abam made also. Sometimes the words, talk about the words, the big words that you do not understand.
The big words that I do not understand, like when I was doing a letter to parents, the word derogatory.
Derogatory.
It was
Notable word, yes.
Like difficult word to pronounce at my age that time. So I have to learn what it means.
Yes. I have to teach her all the time.
And then start pronouncing it.
The words.
But if I don't remember the big word, I can just use another
word.
Like the synonym of that word.
Exactly. That
because
is one
I
of
know
the
what
things.
I am saying.
Yes. Yes. Remember that. But I remember, stop using negative and derogatory comments to your children. Okay, so really, that's it. So now let's also move on to the next video, which is Mama na Mama. Okay. Now this was her very first Pidgin English video. Yes. You know, before now, she had been taught to pronounce words, speak correctly, right?
Yes.
Speak good English. We had to work on your pronunciations. We had to work on your diction. We had to work on everything, your phonetics, right?
Yeah.
And you had to practice. And some of the things, now, at some point, we stopped you from watching some certain programs on TV, right?
Yes.
Yes, we had to stop you from working.
Cartoons.
Yes, from watching such programs when you were much younger because we thought that they were spoiling your English. Yes. And, this time it was Pidgin English. Okay, how is it learning how to say those words? I mean, some of the words sounds it sounds like it's a very simple thing to do, but for Ibinabo Abam it wasn't simple because it wasn't
I already got used to using good English, so it was very difficult.
So, and then how did you learn it? You had to learn how to speak Pidgin.
Actually,
of course, we know you know some of the Pidgin words already, but not for a presentation.
Yes.
So how did you learn?
When I was like doing the Mama and Mama rehearsal, sometimes I mix up in normal English with Pidgin English.
Yes.
Because it was so difficult.
Yes.
The all happy kid for school. Mama na mama. She strong well. She be egbe weja. Any kata will come. She ready full ground to support Papa.
And some of the things she had to learn, she be egbe weja. Even the Pidgin English words, I had to explain to her. I mean, coming from Delta State, being from Delta State, I had some of those words put in when I was writing Mama na Mama, and I had to tell her I was somebody who, is really strong and stays her ground, So,
she dey carry pikin for belle for 9 months. Even papa dem, na mama dey born dem. Mama na mama.
Pidgin English is a very, very interesting English to speak. It's just like turning around normal English and saying it in a different way.
Okay. So, Mama na Mama went viral. Like really viral. A lot of people put it up. Celebrities were putting it up. We saw it on different platforms online. And how do you feel about being such a blessing, being such an inspiration? I mean, so many kids out there. Have you watched any of the kids do it?
Yes, like 4 to 5 kids copied me and did it. Well, I'm really grateful to God because it makes me happy see other children learn from my work and being inspired by me.
Great. It's really, really good that you are inspiring people. And then earlier this year, Papa na Papa, that was a different ball game entirely because it wasn't just a normal presentation, right? What was it like to you?
Actually, it was like a comedy talking about fathers.
Okay.
On Father's Day, it was like a comedy because I said most of the funny things fathers do.
Yes. Even as serious as they were also funny. The way you presented it, it was so well presented. I mean,
Papa go wake up. He go carry laptop, carry phone, go sit down for table. Then call everybody. Greeting Ibinabo, greeting well wishes. When Mama wants speak, he go help her carry leg up. Make Mama sweep the place well. Small time, he go carry him towel, go bath. When clothes begin go work, he go take before we go see Papa. When he come back, the only thing we go hear now, well na Mama, any food for this house? Papa na Papa. Papa na the ogbonge chief security officer for our house. Before we sleep, Papa go stand for corridor, shout, "Una don lock gate." He go on all the security lights and off all the lights wey we dey use for house. He go talk say, "Make una no dey waste light, I no dey pluck money from tree."
Presentation was really mature. Now you have been on so many stages all over. I mean, you have traveled, you have had flights to different places to present for weddings. You've been to weddings, you've been to churches, you've been to children's program, right?
Yeah.
You even had to speak on the International Day of Albinism sometime a few years back. You had to speak there in front of so many people of different races and so many albinos. And you have had to speak in different places and platforms like that. How does it feel?
I feel so proud to be in such position, like going on flights to so many places
Yes.
to go minister. It feels so good.
Have you ever come across your stuff being played in any place maybe you were around?
So one day my mom went to the market and she went to buy something, and all the market women were playing Mama na Mama. And my mom felt very, very proud because she knew they were playing my video, and they were like, who is this girl? Who is this beautiful girl that is...
Yeah, she didn't even say she
My
was the
mom
mother.
didn't even say anything. She just walked past because...
So we're all so proud of you, really.
Yeah,
we are all
thank you.
proud of how hard you have worked. Sometimes she's crying. We stretch her so hard. She cries because she cannot memorize her lines. She has to go through all this so that she can be the person that you see her out there. In fact, at one time, it was her weight. She was adding too much weight,
Yeah.
and I was hard on her.
And she was bullying me.
Yes, I was bullying her like she's too big, she's too fat, because it was so funny.
She said I was too fat and chubby. I cannot go on stage with my big weight. I'm just going to look ugly on stage.
Yeah.
So after the call, I went crying to my mom. And guess what? The next morning, I started working out.
She started working out.
And watching my weight.
And watching her weight, she was determined. She was working out, and
And I stopped like bread because I'm really a bread lover. So I stopped eating bread.
But look at, okay, she's not too fat right now. She's really looking good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, you are looking good. And it's not just ordinary. You've been working so hard at it, and we are proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, so finally, we're going to talk about the latest developments in Ibinabo Abam. If you haven't subscribed to our channel,
on my YouTube,
Yes.
it's Ibinabo Abam TV. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and God bless you.
God bless you. Please subscribe. And also, she's also on Instagram as what?
Yeah,
Ibinabo Abam official. Right? So
Instagram.
those of you who are following us on Facebook, please, let's transfer all this to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Support your princess.
Yeah,
Right.
Ibinabo Abam.
Okay, so recently, what brought us to YouTube was recently she launched out on her first talk show. Frank Talk with
Ibinabo Abam.
How has it been? Hosting a show is a different ballgame entirely. It's different when you have to stand on stage and then you're presenting lines that you've memorized. This time you're interviewing parents. What is Frank Talk about?
Okay, Frank Talk is all. We talk about some things that relate to us at homes, at schools,
And
our
also,
parents, our offices, at their workplace. That's what Frank Talk is all about. Like, we talk about what happens at home, what happens at
Children.
school, children, what happens at families.
Yes.
And
I think after this video, please go to YouTube and
and
watch
watch
Frank
Frank
Talk.
Talk.
Yes. Okay, so what are some of the topics you've talked about?
so, I've talked for children. I've talked about sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Talked about child molestation. We've talked about our parents playing favoritisms on us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at schools, bullies. And for parents, we've talked about how to raise your child. Some of the challenges you face and some of the experiences you face.
So please don't forget to go watch Frank Talk.
Frank Talk.
With Ibinabo Abam.
Ibinabo Abam.
Watch it with your family, and you have a lot to learn there.
Yeah.
All right, now, what is your advice to children out there who feel less of themselves? I know some children feel that they cannot be what you are. They cannot
Low
be
self-esteem.
low self. Thank you. I need you to talk about that.
So, to children out there, it only takes believing in yourself. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Because we always use that for every child, right?
Yeah.
I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me.
Yeah, all the people that think they can't be like me, they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them. Because it's okay. It's not really easy.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
But with the help of God,
Thank you.
A lot of people by your side believing in you, and
Yeah.
also you need to believe in yourself.
Thank you.
You can do everything that you want to be if you believe.
If you
In
believe
yourself,
in yourself.
and have faith in yourself.
Thank you.
And you can just tell yourself, you know what, I can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it. Even though you're nervous, even though you're scared, you can do it because you've got Jesus on your side.
Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. Now, for those of them who think they have failed many times, please tell them.
I've also failed many times.
Thank you.
But that doesn't mean I should give up.
Thank you.
Because I can rise again so many times.
Yeah.
And going through failure is first attempt in learning. That's what failure means. That's what failure stands for. Fail. First attempt in learning.
Oh my God.
So it's your first attempt. That doesn't mean you shouldn't rise up again.
High five.
Thank you.
She's come a long way. Okay, now the next thing I want you to talk about is to parents who feel that their children are not achieving all the things that they want them to be, who probably have given up on their children. What do you have to say to parents out there?
Actually, they're your children, and every child is unique in their own way.
Thank you.
Your child mustn't be what you want them to be, because they have their own talent. Every child has their talent. Every child is a star. That's our motto for Coach Iron sessions. Believe in your child. Trust in your child, because God put a talent in the child he gave to you. So don't use negative and derogatory comments to your children.
So what do you say to everyone who has supported you so far? Who has followed you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube? I mean, you lost your old Instagram.
Yes.
So many people followed you also to your new Instagram.
Yes.
And some people have also supported you. We're also going to talk about her foundation. She started a foundation where she gives out to motherless, to less privileged, right?
Yes, and every Christmas.
Yes.
Food stuff,
toys,
and
yes, baby clothes. I mean, shoes. The last
Yeah.
outreach we had so many things, and we gave out there. She also prayed for the people. Just go right onto Ibinabo Abam TV on YouTube and watch the video of Ibinabo Abam outreach. What do you say to them, to all your fans out there who has been supporting you so far, those who have given for the Ibinabo Abam outreach? Your churches have invited you. Yes. What do you say to these people, these churches, these individuals, this group of people who have supported you so far? What do you have to say to them?
I just want to say a very big thank you. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you. I don't take all of this for granted. Thank you so much. From me, Ibinabo Abam, to you. Thank you so much. All my fans, all the people that have called me to their churches when women pray. Guiding Light Assembly. Oh my God. Guiding Light
that's
Assembly.
her church.
That's my church. Thank you. Thank you thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much for all your support. From me also, Coach Irene, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you who have invited her, all of you who have supported her. I mean, Mama na Mama was done in 2017. That was 5 years ago, right? She was 5. That was 5 years ago. And since then, we have seen so many other children do it.
Guys,
thank you so much for all your support. God bless you. We love you. And as Ibinabo Abam turns 10, what do you say? It's your 10th birthday.
I just want to thank God. I am so grateful to God for keeping me for the past 10 years.
Yes.
I am so grateful to God.
And what do you expect in the next, this is 10 years. In the next 10 years of your life, you're going to be 20. Yeah. What do you see happening in the next 10 years of your life?
Okay, I see myself going higher and higher and higher in God's grace.
Yes.
And I see myself invited to so many places
Yeah.
to minister on stage.
Yes, and be a blessing to people,
Yes.
be an inspiration. I want to say personally from me, Coach Irene, and I'm
Thank you.
proud of you.
Thank
You work hard. We love you.
I love
we
you
appreciate
too.
you.
I
God
appreciate
bless
you
you.
too.
And we
God
pray that God
bless
will
you.
continue to take you higher
Amen.
and higher
Amen.
and higher.
And I also want to appreciate my big mommy and big daddy, Past Apostle Israel and Pastor Mrs. Dorcas Abam. Thank you so much. You have been so supportive for me. Thank you so much. Special thanks to you all who has supported me.
All the pastors.
All the pastors, especially my coach, Auntie Irene. Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling. Love you too. Thank you. We want to say a big thank you to our producer, Mr. Arome. We also want to thank Mr. Benga, who is the producer of Frank Talk. Yes, we want to say a very big thank you to all of you. Yes.
Uncle Arome
And
Uncle Benga.
And who is behind the camera right now? Uncle Michael.
Uncle Michael. Too.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you.
Yes, this is where we're going to be ending the chat today with your princess, Ibinabo Abam. It's been 7 years on the stage. We cannot be grateful to God enough for all this time. Please keep praying for her. Please keep supporting her.
I'll also keep praying for you too.
Yes, she'll also keep praying for you. God bless you. Happy birthday. We love you, but God loves you more. God bless you. My name is Irene Ojasatoba, and this is
Ibinabo Abam.
Bye.